Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the IS-2-II. It's a tier 8 Russian heavy tank with 2 guns. It's located on the north spawn of Malinovka, and this one is under the command of Citron01. Yes, he's at it again, and he's got 2 marks on the barrel already, and he's trying to get his 3rd. And you can see he's already got several decorations for achievements, so he's keeping up a high damage average. Well, this double-barrel tank only existed in blueprints according to Wargaming. It's supposed to be an elongated and widened version of the IS-2. In many ways, it looks similar to the IS-4, but it doesn't really have the same sort of armour. 235mm of armour at the front of the turret. Oh, he's trying to kill the ELC Evan on the enemy team. It actually does have a fairly quick reload compared to some of the other tanks. Its rate of fire is, well, 8.15 seconds per shot, but you can see here he's actually now reloading the 2nd round and he's got 2 up. It takes about 2 seconds to do a salvo fire, because as you know, with the double barrel tanks you can either fire the first shell followed by the 2nd one a few seconds later, and then of course you have to reload both, or you can fire 1 shell and fire them alternatively as they reload, or you can fire both together. Excuse my phone going off again. It happened only a few seconds ago before, and I had to scrap the start of that replay. I'm not going to scrap this one. I just have to keep restarting the game. Okay. The IS-2-II, as I said, only existed in the blueprints. But it is quite an interesting tank, although difficult to play because, of course, it starts with an 85mm gun at the start of the game, and that really isn't very powerful because it's basically like the same power as the T-34-85. This one will do 300 alpha because it's got a 100mm gun instead, and it will penetrate 221mm with the standard ammo, which is actually quite good. You can see down there, 221. And with a premium APCR 256. Now he's firing speculatively just in case there is an enemy tank in that spotting position on the perch. He's got 2 shells up. He's going for a salvo round. He actually pre-aimed, held the aim, and then just pulled out to have a look and fired. It does look rather spectacular when you do that. As you can see, it is quite a fast reload. 11.4 he's got for the first shell. He's just loading the 2nd one. It should take, well, 7 seconds. He's now got 4 seconds between each shell once he fires the first one. Or he can salvo fire them both in 2 seconds. He could have salvo fired that one, but of course he wants to keep his fire rate up. And the fire rate is much faster if you can fire them one by one. Try to go for the cupola on the IS. It is the weak spot. Unfortunately, our Caliban just got too close to the action and he's out the game. The Arty got him. The SU-14 won. Trying to go for the roof of the Carnarvon. Doesn't get it. He's bouncing rounds that are coming from the enemy heavy tanks though. This time, oh, I thought for a second he was going to get that, but the Carnarvon moved just at the right moment to avoid the shell hitting the cupola. British tanks have difficult cupolas to... oh, and the SU-14 won now. Managed to get us as well, and he killed one of our crewmates, but we got him back in action straight away. Black Prince takes the first round. It's a low roll, but only just a low roll. Okay, he's going to go down. Now that might have damaged the Leo, but no team damage. The IS is running away, and he got a high roll on him for 316. From this position he can engage those ones at the back without having to deal with the Carnarvon first. Going for the Tiger, yep, easy pen, high roll. There's the wreck of the Caliban. A fun tank if you've got one, not many people have. Black Prince, easy pen, high roll 306. 2 shots to take that guy down. That's one. Next one will kill him. So that's 1 out the way, and that's the first kill for Citron01. Progetto, easy pen on that if he can get it on target. And the Progetto driver pulled back rather quickly. Arty's now starting to miss us because we're moving too quickly. Down goes the Carnarvon Action 10 to the EBR75. And now we need to move and shift it, get across this gap, because there is an IS. He's firing at us, he can see us. But this smart bit of manoeuvring, actually, to get into this ground depression here, actually boxes him and stops him from shooting us. And we bounce the round that's come from him. Now, can we get a shot on this Progetto? We're aiming for the Progetto. Hello, Mr. Progetto. 2 shots, and he takes 2 hits, but only 553, which is a low roll. There goes the IS. Now we're looking at an EBR75FL10 in the retreat. Can we get a shot? No. It was moving too quickly. There's the IS-2-II in the enemy team. Way back at their cap area. Okay, we can get this. 1 shot in. High roll 309. It's going to need a few more like that. But this is a good position to be in. Gets the 2nd shot in. Another high roll. 20% of the enemy hit pool. Possible high caliber. Going for the next shot in the IS-2, pumps that one in, low roll this time, 297, he's now a 2 shot for us. But he did get one back, and it looks like he fired a double round and got a high roll. That's one, next shot will kill, and the IS-2 is dead. Going for the side of the 87, pumps one into the engine bay. It was a difficult shot because the IS-2-II was getting in the way. The T-25AT at distance is a much better target because he's actually got very low armor, and that's another kill if you can take him out. But he's trying to help protect his teammates. Good shot into the AS7. It's a high AT7. It's a high roll, and he's now 1 shot, and that's the kill. There's only 1 enemy left. It's the EPR. He's in the bowl in that water, and our ELC takes the kill, and that's guns up. That's a high damage rate, just under 5,000 hit points. I love those battles when you get a good player who knows what he's doing and pushes for getting the high damage rate on the enemy and just keeps on going, ploughing through one tank after the other and winning for his team almost single-handedly. That was not only an ace tanker game for Citron01, it was the 3rd mark game in the IS-2-II, so congratulations on getting your 3rd mark. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle, and a shell proof for blocking more damage than hit points for his own vehicle. He got a Confederate medal in that one because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. Pardon me. He also got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game, and he got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game as well. Only 2 kills. But just the sheer number of enemy tanks he engaged in that game, I think that's what helped his teammates to win. Let's have a look at team score. Well, you can see definitely got the highest damage. 5,466 went to the IS-2-II of Citron01. The next high scorer was the Panhard EBR 75 FL10 on his own team with 2,828, followed by the SU-100M1, who only got 1,786. You can see the big difference. Both of these players, well below the damage that Citron01 was doing. When it came to kills, it was the Panhard EBR. He was able to rush across the battlefield, and he got 3 kills in that one. 2 kills went to Citron01, the Bofors, Tornigan, the E25 and the SU-100M1, and also the SU-14 one on the enemy team. He was fairly good as an Arty player. He did put 1 round into us, and of course he took out the Caliban as well with an Arty round. When it came to base XP, it's Citron01, so he got the top on 2 of the columns. 1,473 went to Citron01, 1,259 went to the Panhard EBR, and these were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000, with the SU-100M1 picking up 939. Citron01 fired 30 rounds in this one, only 20 direct hits and 19 penetrations. A few rounds missed the top of the turret on the enemy tanks. He was firing and they were ducking back into cover before his shot could hit the target. 5,466 hit points of damage, 3,050 from a distance of more than 300 meters. A lot of long range shooting. 15 hits received from the enemy though, 3 of them penetrated, 11 non-penetrations. Shows that the hull is actually very, very bouncy. And I think it's down to the shape, because it's much more like an IS-4, this tank, than it is like an IS-2, although they both share the same mother, you could say. 1 hit as well by way of splash damage. That was that SU-14 one player. He was lobbing them and getting hits. 2,220 hit points of damage blocked by armour. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2, so there's your Confederate. 406 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 52,429 credits, 23,593 from personal missions payout, and after repair and ammunition resupply and consumables, and even though he used premium rounds, he still came out ahead with 28,780 credits, because he knew when to switch back to standard ammo. 1,473 XP, 1,105 from personal missions payout, and took away 3,315 experience points altogether. That was a very good game. As I say, I love those battles which are rolling battle, which is one target after the other, especially if you're an Arty player and you're firing in on the enemy and your teammates are rolling them up one after the other. So you indicate a target, you lob a shell over to stun them, and the next minute your teammates are swarming all over them and victimizing them, taking them out of the game. It's like a wolf pack. It's a great game when it rolls and it keeps moving and the enemy's just got no answer. And they certainly had no answer for Citron01, and now he's got a 3rd mark. So congratulations. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to my channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And of course, please do come back because we'll have more videos available for you shortly. Thanks for watching.